guys, it's Julia, and today I'm going to be doing the mid-year freakout tag. Okay, so if you don't know, the mid-year freakout tag is kind of a tag about the books that you've read so far in the year. And I haven't read as much as I would have liked to this year so far, but I did want to do this tag. I haven't done one in a really long time, so that was about time that I do a new tag. So here we are today. I will go ahead and link whoever created this down below because I forgot to check before I did this video. And yeah, let's just get started. So the first book is the best book you've read in 2018, and I can say without a shred of doubt that definitely Girl Wash Your Face was my favorite read of this year. I read it a few weeks ago and absolutely loved it. It is actually a self-help book, and it was just so like an inspiring book that really just made me want to get up and go and keep doing my dreams and following my dreams and keep working forward to my goals that I have been pushing for so long. The next question is best sequel you've read so far in 2018. You know, I feel like I haven't read that many sequels this year. Check my Goodreads because I don't even know what I've read this year. Okay, so for this one, I'm picking Queen of Shadows. I absolutely love this whole series, so this was easy for me. And besides that, this is like one of the only sequels I've actually read this year. I've been really wanting to read Obsidio. I guess I read A Court of Frost and Starlight as well this year, but this outweighed that, so I'm picking this one. Next is new release that you haven't yet read but really want to. Okay, so for this one I'm picking The Queens of Innis Layer, and I think the reason why I haven't read this is just because it's huge. It's freaking huge! Look at this book! Oh my god. I actually got this as an ARC and have had it since before it released, but still haven't read it yet. I really want to, and I probably will soon because it just sounds like a really incredible book and like something that I'm really gonna enjoy reading. So next is most anticipated release for the last half of the year, and I don't know. I have so many, honestly. Okay, so I'm picking The Darkest Star by Jennifer Armentrout for this one because it just sounds like a book that I will love. It is about aliens taking over, and it just sounds good. So if you haven't heard of this, go check it out because it just sounds amazing, and this cover is stunning. Next is Biggest Disappointment, and I don't even really have to think about this one. I just have to find it. By far, The Hazelwood, because I was so excited for this book. I thought it was going to be so cool and just hated it. I just really did not like this book. I hate to say that I hated a book, but I really did not like this at all. So I am not feeling bad for even saying it because it just wasn't a good book for me to read. I just did not like it, which is weird because I feel like a lot of people had really mixed emotions about that book in particular. Either people really liked it or really did not like it. Next is Biggest Surprise. So for this one, I'm picking The Cruel Prince because the reason why I'm picking this one is because when I started reading it, I didn't like it and then loved it by the end of the book. So that is why I think this was the biggest surprise that I had this year, because by halfway through it, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work or if this isn't gonna work, and then it just totally did work, and I really liked it and can't wait for the second book. Next is Favorite New Author, and for this one I'm going to be picking Laura Sebastian, who wrote Ash Princess. I had never read any of her books before. I don't know if she is a debut author or not. I don't think she is, but yeah, I really loved this and I can't wait to read more by her. Newest fictional crush is definitely gonna go to Mr. Daniels in the book Loving Mr. Daniels, which is a contemporary book that I adored. And seriously, you cannot help but to fall in love with Mr. Daniels because he's perfection. Next is Book That Made You Cry. I have not read a book. Nope, I take that back. I definitely had very strong emotions for both It Ends With Us and Loving Mr. Daniels. Both of those, I definitely cried in Loving Mr. Daniels. Yeah, I definitely cried in Loving Mr. Daniels. It was it was an emotional read. It was really good, and there was a part in it that I was just like, no.
No. She wasn't ready.
And then cried. So it was intense. I read that book in one day because it was so good. Okay, so my camera definitely turned off halfway through this video and I didn't notice, so I'm gonna just continue with where I was at when I noticed that it stopped, and hopefully you guys didn't miss half this video because my camera is ridiculous. Okay, so the next question is favorite review you've written this year, and the favorite review that I've written this year isn't one because I haven't written enough reviews this year. I have kind of decided that I'm not going to review books as much as I have been. Basically, I'm just going to be doing reviews on books that I really, really liked. So you might hear me say here and there that I didn't like a book and why, but I'm not going to do a full in-depth detail about why I didn't like a book because I genuinely believe that everybody has a different opinion about books, and I don't think that, I don't know, I just don't feel like giving negative reviews is the best. Now, I definitely feel like giving a positive review is great, and so I'm going to definitely keep doing that, but as far as books that I don't like, I probably won't go out of my way to point out the reasons why I didn't like a book. And unless I'm doing like a general discussion like one of these, then I may say I didn't like a book like I just did with the Hazelwood. But yeah, and that was kind of a mean what I did with Hazelwood, but I just didn't like it. I did not like it. I try not to do that, but whenever it's a book that I just absolutely did not like, I'm going to share it with you because I feel like you deserve to know my thoughts. Next is most beautiful book you've bought so far this year or received. The Last Named Sarah. I love this cover. It is like shimmery. Do you see it? Do you see this? Shimmery and sparkly and awesome. I love the cover of this book so much. I know that there's other books that I've gotten that I've just been so amazed by the cover of the book, but this is definitely one that has stood out to me in particularly. And the last question is, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? Basically every book that is on my bookshelf that I haven't read yet. But that is obviously never going to happen. But a few books that I really want to read are Onyx and Ivory, Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I really want to read The Disasters and Reign of the Fallen. I have a huge list. I also really want to read Children of Blood and Bone because I haven't read that yet and I've been really excited for it. I just have, you guys know, haven't been in the best mood for reading books lately. So yeah, that is really it for this tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a little all over the place, but I did do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Bye.